Paul had just picked up his uniform when he noticed something strange. There was someone else's name on it. Figuring the officer had grabbed the wrong one, he turned back to exchange it. The officer took the uniform, ripped off the name tag, and said it was just left behind by someone who found it too small. Paul happily accepted the uniform, but he didn't notice the dozens of torn-off tags scattered on the ground. The new recruits eagerly put on their uniforms, fantasizing about their chances to distinguish themselves on the battlefield. With soldiers desperately needed at the front, they were quickly deployed, but their initial excitement didn't last long. Their first task upon arriving at the battlefield was clearing water from the trenches. This was nothing like the glorious charges they'd imagined. The icy water numbed their hands to the bone. A veteran walked over and told them that if it got too unbearable, they could warm their hands by sticking them down their pants. They immediately followed his advice, and it actually helped. That night, Paul heard movement. He cautiously poked his head up to look and spotted an enemy soldier. This got them excited. Finally, a chance to shoot the enemy. Paul fired a shot at the soldier in the trench. Just as he looked up again to check his target, a gunshot rang out. His helmet was hit, and he fell backward. Terrified, he thought he was going to die. The veteran came over after hearing the shot. Once he understood what had happened, he told Paul that firing first in the darkness gives away your position. If you don't want to become a sitting duck, you need to move immediately after shooting. Soon their position came under artillery fire. Paul rushed toward the shelter, which was nothing more than a crude dugout. The overwhelming barrage engulfed them. In that moment, their fantasies were completely shattered. When Paul came to, his comrades were digging him out of the rubble. He'd survived, but the soldier lying beside him had become a cold corpse. Paul looked around. Everything had been reduced to ruins. An officer approached and tossed Paul a bag, ordering him to collect dog tags from the fallen soldiers. Faced with bodies everywhere, Paul broke down. He suddenly remembered when he first enlisted, those uniforms with other people's names sewn on them. The realization hit him hard. These uniforms had been stripped from dead soldiers, sent to factories, and run through various cleaning processes. They arrived at the production line where workers erased all traces of war before handing them to new recruits like Paul, and that's where their nightmare began.